from MetLife Stadium. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Jones. And Tate's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice pass start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The tackle made by
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. He's got daylight. 20, 10,
What's that?
and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move. Throwing, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Goldman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Switch up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Off the play fake. Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The 23-yard line.
Jones now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
From the gun, Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Charvarius Ward on the tackle.
From the 44, Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over.
How about the big boys snagging one?
They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Off play action. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Right there, 54, right there.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Goldman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
50-yard line.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
22, Chiefs 15.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. But
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The final shot before break. Jones. And this is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out and They gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking sideline, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Complete.
23 yards on the play.
First and goal.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Edwards-Helaire. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
The extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
1-yard line.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
4th down and goal.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Throwing on 1st down. McCoy looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And he takes this into the